So just kind of get this thing started. Sweet. Yeah, 20:49 for me. Oh, you're an hour ahead, Kale. So it's 19:49. So 10 minutes till 8 o'clock for me over here. But just remember, there is going to be a delay from what you guys see to what actually, you know. So you might have a delay when I answer the questions. Okay. So what's up? Yeah, you can't go wrong with Beat Saber and Superhot and VR chat. You can't go wrong with that, and VR chat's free anyway, isn't it? Ooh. That's probably a bit better, isn't it? Is that better? YouTube is not receiving enough. Seems alright. Hey everyone. Yeah, I thought we'd just come a bit early just to get started. Well, already, Sam Tahar, you're already on it. Yeah, the light bleed compared to the original Quest is, I think, is potentially more noticeable. But on the headset, I've got it here. Maybe I should bring it in a bit. These kind of like arms, they're a lot stiffer on this Quest. They're a lot stiffer, so you can tilt it, but there's still light bleed. There's still light bleed. To get around that, you're gonna have to get something like, hold on, it's over here. 2 seconds. Let me grab it. This, the VR cover. Woo! It's all falling out. So with the VR cover, you get like a, it like blocks the nose, so you don't have the light bleed, because there is light bleed. Hello, mate. Everyone's like, remember me, remember. It's hard to remember everyone. You have to like let me know whereabouts. Where is it that we met? So, does Onward look or run better on the Quest 2 instead of the Quest 1? Yes, my friend, it does. Games seem to be a lot more stable on the Oculus Quest 2 and with less intense foveated rendering around the outside. So when you have hardware that can now easily kind of handle those games and the increased resolution, it's so much better. Ben plays VR. Is that you? Is that actually you, Ben? Yeah, it's the same charge. You get the same charge. So the Oculus Quest, it's around, like, it's a couple of hours, really. But apparently it's around 3 hours if you're just watching media. But I'm not watching media for 3 hours straight. Who wins the giveaway, Mr. Chicken? Yeah, so guys, there is an Oculus Quest giveaway. I believe the link, hopefully, is in the description. If I didn't put it there... Oh, I did. It's in the description. There is a link in the description, guys, if you wanted to enter. Will the old Oculus... Sorry, there's so many questions coming in, so sorry if I don't catch them all, and if I don't mention them, just kind of repeat them as I'm going through. I have hooked up the headset, by the way, guys, to SideQuest, so I can dive into the headset, and you guys can have a direct look at me diving into a game, perhaps. I can navigate the menus for you, so that is set up. God Rays, personally, I think the God Rays is worse. I really do. The Rays is a bit annoying, but it's not really an issue. It's mostly just you notice it when it's booting up. You don't have the true blacks when it boots up anymore, and the Oculus logo is so white and bright, it just kind of can't really get away from it. Five Nights at Freddy's has not had a Quest 2 graphical update, so it's not going to have those like improved graphical kind of textures and look, but it is going to have a higher resolution if you're playing it on this Quest. It's just going to look better for that reason. A cheaper strap compared to the Elite strap. Well, the Elite strap's only £49, isn't it? That's not really a crazy amount for a strap. But I would recommend a strap. This thing, the way it sits on your ears, if I can put it on, I think you can see it. The way it sits on your ears, look, it like bends my ears. I actually have to like slip this under. I kind of like go whoop whoop and tuck my ears under the strap. Otherwise, if I'm playing a game, this is digging down and rubbing on it, and it's not comfortable. So for me, I have ordered a strap. I've got the battery strap coming. So hopefully, it's going to be a bit better, longer playtime and more comfort. Yes, I have tried the dual audio strap. I've got it on my Quest 1, which is actually over here. So this is the Vive dual audio strap headset, and it's stuck on with these adapters onto this headset. And so if you can make these adapters for that Quest 2, the headphone jack is actually on the left side of the Oculus Quest 2, so you're able to put in this aux to have the better audio with this strap. I'm hoping someone does that, because this is a really, really great strap. But these adapters, they're like 1mm off fitting the Oculus Quest. Just 1 measly millimeter. It's so damn close. Dang it. Oh, thank you so much, my friend, for that. I appreciate that. So do the VR cover Quest 2. Does Quest 1 VR cover fit the Quest 2? Well, I don't know that. But as I said, if you don't know the questions, we can find out right here, right now. And just do it here on the spot if we don't know the answer. So let me just grab the foam insert off my Quest. Quest 2 it is. I've got a VR I've actually got one in here. So let's see if it fits. And stick it in the Quest 2. Oh, Matt the Fifth, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do keep your question, because it's going quite fast in the chat and I've missed that. Please repeat your question very shortly once I've done this one for me. So, the moment of truth. Can you use your old inserts in the Quest? So here we go. We're going to find out. Let's see if this fits in. It doesn't. Ooh, it looks different. Oh no, dude, this is miles off. This is so different. Come look at this. You can't come look at this, but look at this. Look at that. That is no. The answer is no. It does not. Look at it. That does not. It doesn't fit. So the answer, unfortunately, is you cannot use your old inserts for the new Oculus Quest. Right, let me just pop that back in. Pop that back on the stand. Okay, so what's turn slow mode on? What's slow mode? Right. So the next question I just kind of capture as it goes as far as, will the Oculus Link use PC power to make it stronger? Yes, that is what the Oculus Link does. The Oculus Link uses the power of the PC and streams data, streams that video and the movement data that you've got from your tracking to and from the computer in the headset. So you'll be able to play really stunning games on the Oculus Quest with the Oculus Link, of course. Of course. Oh, I get what you mean. Put slow mode on for the chat because it's going nuts. Yeah, I do need to do that. Right. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, sorry guys. Thank you. I've never had it so crazy before. So. Right, slow mode is being enabled because it's going nuts and it's kind of hard for me to answer questions. So, right, so slow mode is on. So, do Bluetooth headphones connect? The answer is they do not. Bluetooth headphones still don't connect. That is something I want. I want to be able to like connect my like AirPods to the Oculus Quest. That's something I want to do. VR Gamer, thank you so much, my friend, for that. Thank you. Cheers, dude. So, can you pair the Quest controllers to the Quest 2? I haven't done that, but as I said, if I don't know the answer, I'll give it a go right now. So let's give it a go right now. There's the remotes. Right, let's try and pair this. So it's the home button and the Y button, isn't it, for it to start connecting. So let's see what happens. So, home and Y. I'm not getting anything from this, my friend. I'm not getting anything popping up here. It's doing the syncing flash, and the headset's not picking up on it. So I believe that's probably a no. Oh, Lee! Do you see a side to sadness when you put your eyes on the Quest 2 and realise the FOV? What was it to? Ah, okay. So yeah, that's a question that I thought would actually come up quite a bit today. Was the FOV? Yeah, I did sign sadness with the unboxing that I did. I did an unboxing. Yeah, so I did an unboxing, and as soon as I was checking all the IPDs, and I have an IPD that's around 60, and I had it on around 63, so it's not exactly on the settings that they've got. So to me, apparently, I'm more susceptible for my vision now to be slightly warped and see the edges of the screen. So those edges of the screen, I could kind of see. And when I held the headset, I could kind of like envision where my hands were over the screen. To me, it's like I'm playing with blinders on, with blinkers. But since I've been playing and now I'm kind of used to it, I don't really notice it. Personally, though, I prefer the FOV on the Oculus Quest. It seems less like my eyes being covered. But people like my friend BMF, he's had kind of the opposite feel. He thinks it's the same, perhaps even slightly more comfortable in terms of the field of view. So I think it's going to depend what your IPD is. But for me, it wasn't, perfect, but it's still fantastic. The mic. Okay, so I actually did a video on the mic for my Star Wars video. So if you go to check out the Star Wars video, you're going to hear the mic. And the mic, it's not perfect, but I actually think it's not half bad. The mic's okay. It's good enough to play games with and communicate with friends online, and it's not the abysmal, terrible Quest 1. Although I don't know if there's much difference. I can't really remember the Quest 1, but this one for sure wasn't too bad. It really wasn't. So when can we expect 90 Hz mode? So for 90 Hz, I don't actually know. So that's going to come in an update. I assume that's going to be an update that's perhaps after Christmas, around Christmas, that period. I don't see it happening at launch, but I can't say for sure. I don't genuinely know. I heard that there was a reason for this, was that lots of developers have been creating games, and they've kind of like there's obviously a property to set what the frame rate's going to be, and a lot of them had hard-coded that property. So if they enabled 90 Hz and you were playing these games, it was going to cause a ton of problems because of interoperability. So I think they're holding off to let people sort themselves out. But that could be a load of crap. That was just a bit of a rumor. So I don't know when that's going to happen. So can you play PSVR without logging into Facebook? Yes, Ryan, you can play PSVR without. That's hilarious. So Star Wars Squadrons for DA Studios, that was purchased from Steam VR. So if you go to Steam, you can download it. I think it's around £35. If you're in dollars, what's that? $40, $50. And so yeah. Open BT settings and connect manually. Blush featured. What are you referring to? Connect manually? Are you talking about the remote controls? Because the remote controls, I was connecting them the way that they're supposed to be connected and didn't work. Shadow PC does work with VR. People have been doing that for a long time, actually. Yes. If there is a San Andreas mobile APK, you can connect a Bluetooth controller to this headset and then play San Andreas. Yes, you can. VR chat, I haven't tried on Oculus Quest 2, but we can try that. Oh, Cola Cakes. Is there a noticeable difference? Is there a noticeable difference in resolution? Yes. That screen door effect in this headset is so much better. I really, really am into enjoying the clarity that this headset provides. I really, really love it. I think a lot of you, if you're getting one, it's really good. So with the old Oculus Link work with the Quest 2, or do I have to spend £75 on a new one? No. You shouldn't have to spend any more money. It's going to be the same cable. The Oculus Link technology hasn't changed. It hasn't changed at all. Is the hand tracking improved? Oh, thank you so much for that, Maker Linda. Thank you. So yes, I actually filmed my review today, and a lot of these questions I have been answering. So the hand tracking, apparently there has been some updates with the tracking to make it better. I don't know, this Oculus Quest 1 is rocking version 21, so I don't know if some of those improvements are actually going to come for the original Oculus Quest. But this one, I don't know if it's because it's a new headset, so there's like the tech's all fresh, it's got more headroom now for the algorithm to run, so it's not under as much stress, but it is, the tracking, it seems much better, much better. How do you like that stand with the Quest as This one. Oh yeah, let me light it up. There we go. I think there's like a fade one. Yeah, there you go. It's on fade. So the Quest 2 support headset mics. I don't see this happening. I don't see it comes with a built-in mic, so I don't see why they would go bother putting the effort in to support one. There is mod mic, but you have to connect it to the computer, and it's not native to the Oculus Quest. Yes. Developers have to enable the 90 Hz. That is correct. And the home screen currently is, and it looks fantastic. And virtual desktop, if you sideload the version, Guy Godin, the creator of virtual desktop, emailed me and sent me the files so I can actually enjoy it. How do you merge your Oculus and Facebook account? Okay, so you sign in with your Oculus account if you've already got one, but then before you proceed, so after you've signed in, before you proceed, it pops up with the terms and conditions and asks you to log in with a Facebook account. Currently, you are able to remove your Facebook account or disassociate it from your Oculus account, and then you can then associate a different Facebook account if that's something that you want to do. You can currently do that. Kind Ugly, thank you very much for that. Guys, by the way, your generosity has been fantastic. So, and if you're new here, by the way, I've got tons of content. Please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And there is a chance to win an Oculus Quest down below if you follow the link. So virtual desktop or third-party Oculus Link cable. Personally, virtual desktop for me, I haven't got any problems. I'm not in a house with a family that's going nuts and using all the bandwidth up on a 5 GHz router. And I actually bought a router separately to dedicate it. So I personally would spend the money on virtual desktop and enjoy the wireless experience. It's just, I know a lot of people that don't even bother using the Link now. I don't either. It feels more cumbersome, especially if I want to play on Steam. The virtual desktop links straight into Steam. It's so much better. Rigid versus flexible interface. VR cover. So this is a solid one. So I believe I got. If this is what you're referring to, these I got one here and I got one down here. Mine are solid. Mine are absolutely wrecked. So I prefer the solid one with a comfort piece. Is the Quest 2 better than the Rift S? Do you know what? I'm going to say, with the 90 Hz experience, that increased resolution and the wireless play, that I do believe this is better than the Rift S, and I see why they discontinued it. I see it. So 90 Hz out of the box, it does not. The games don't do 90 Hz. That's something the developers have to implement. The developers have to do that. And there's going to be an update to enable it with their applications further down the line. But apparently the home screen and things like that are 90 Hz on this. And you can notice the difference. I saw someone talk about the True Blacks. The True Blacks are not True Black anymore. The OLED screen, the colors popped. I was a big fan of the OLED for its colors. Really loved that. But the new one definitely doesn't pop as much. When you load up the screen, when you boot the Oculus headset up. Quick glue. Did I really? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you write it? Write it out so I can see it again. It's really busy, isn't it? I am so sorry and really grateful. So the True Blacks, when you boot up, it's a black screen and the Oculus white logo. It's kind of like a really dark grey now. It's nowhere near as dark anymore. Can you play Steam VR games standalone without a PC? Unfortunately, Mac the 5th, as amazing as that sounds, you cannot. You cannot. Big fella wants to know what the headset tastes like. It tastes like chocolate. No, it doesn't. It tastes like plastic. I don't know what. Oh, Jason, thank you so much, my friend. This, by the way, guys, is really, really kind of you. And as I said, please subscribe to the channel. Join. There's tons of content, and there's a giveaway down below if you want in. So would you suggest upgrading from a 5G to Wi-Fi 6 for virtual? So here, let me debunk something, guys. This is something that is actually quite important for you guys to hear. If Mike and Nathie had a baby, it would be me. I really like that. I really, really like that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being the hybrid of Mike and Nathie. So, oh no, what was the question? What was the question? It was a really good one. Yes, around Wi-Fi 6. Guys, you want to know this one around Wi-Fi 6. So the chip inside the Oculus Quest is the Qualcomm XR2 6800. The 6800, I was reading the documentation because I was filming in my review today, and it doesn't have Wi-Fi 6E. Wi-Fi 6E is the one that's supposed to be at 6 gigahertz, I think perhaps maybe higher, and it's that higher frequency that's supposed to reduce the latency, which is what we're after. But it supports Wi-Fi 6, and Wi-Fi 6 I believe is still running at 5 gigahertz, but has higher bandwidth. So if you're in a house that's got tons of people in it, you're going to benefit from Wi-Fi 6 and perhaps be able to enjoy higher video bit rates, so perhaps you'll have even better quality. But the latency is still going to be the same, which is kind of unfortunate because the 6700 series and the 6900 series both support Wi-Fi 6E. I do cover this in my review as well. So Wi-Fi 6 isn't actually going to be as special and as happy as we actually thought, unfortunately. Thank you for the donation that I see there. Thank you an absolute million. Really appreciate it. Cheers. So family settings, get mode, and the game sharing between. So not her again. That's a good question. That's something I'm kind of interested in myself as well. So families, all I know is that because of this kind of linking, this account linking, that Facebook do have plans to create a Facebook account, like a family group account, where you hopefully everyone in the same house, you can have different accounts, but like share the game library and things like that. That is happening, but I haven't heard anything about it since the announcement. Juzu, yeah, that's a great question for people. Jade, I'll come back to that because Jaden Goldsby, thank you so much for that. My day is going very well. Good day. It's a good day, as they say. Had work today, lots of programming. I'm kind of fried, but I'm really enjoying this, actually. So my day is fantastic. Thanks, my friend. So people are going to ask that. I answer this in my review as well. 64GB model or the 256GB. This is where you want to think about future-proofing. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is a really big game. I'm actually crazy that we're getting it on the system. And this is coming to the Oculus Quest. This is going to be a 12GB install size. If you've got 64GB, which only has around actually 58, that's already, what's that, like 20% of your headset already taken up by one game. And if we're expecting to get these kinds of games more frequently, and you don't expect to move on from this headset anytime soon, the lifespan of this headset is going to be much longer than the Quest 1 for sure, then probably go 256 where you can if you want to future-proof. The battery life, my friend, we've discussed this. It's 2 hours, is around about 2 hours if you're playing games, and 3 hours for media. So expect anything like in between that, and I leave mine on standby. So sometimes I might even have less than 2 hours, and it takes a while to charge as well. So I do recommend probably getting the battery elite strap as and when that is available. I'm gonna have to scroll up. Someone asked me a question, and I almost spotted. Does the battery go down while using the Oculus Link? Okay, Rocco. So the battery can go down when you're using the Oculus Link. If you're using an Oculus Link that has a USB 2.0 connection, it has a lower ampage, so it's unable to charge the headset as much while you're playing. So if you're using a USB 2.0 connection, your battery is going to slowly go down while you play. If you have a higher one, then you should be able to maintain charge for a bit longer. Something to be aware of for sure. So guys, I have been talking for absolutely ages, non-stop rambling, and I need to get a drink. I'm so parched. Please give me 2 minutes. Oh, fantastic. Thanks for being here. Please subscribe. Giveaway down below. I definitely need to get a drink. And if you wanted to actually me to boot up the headset, I've got it connected and set up so we can just go in and we can look around. Jazz and Blues, thank you so much, and I would definitely take you up on that beer offer after today, because my dinner turned up at 8 o'clock just before this. So I can't even eat. So when we're done, we'll go get a beer. Anyway, let me go get a drink. I'll come back and we'll answer some more questions. This is great. I'm really enjoying this. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So someone said the biggest downside a couple of times now. So the biggest downside, for sure, for me, is the strap. The strap is just awful. It's like a seatbelt. The way you have to attach it to your head, you have to like it's like you're adjusting a seatbelt. It's kind of like the same mechanic, and I really don't like that. And also, it covers my ears. It doesn't actually sit like on the head like the original strap does. It kind of covers the ears, pushes the ears down, scratches the tops of them, and squeeze. It's really, really. The strap is awful. The strap is definitely the downside. Another downside is if your IPD is not like exactly within that range. Mine's unfortunately bang in the middle of two of the settings. It's not as perfect as when I'm using the Quest 1, because the Quest 1's got an exact slider. Gay water. It's big. It's not my fault. It's just the colour of the juice. It's matching the RGB. Oh. Wow. Yeah, my throat. I needed that. I really needed the drink. Okay. Is the Quest 2 a good headset for PCVR with Link? Without a doubt. Have you tried Hyperdash on Quest 2? Wayne Brown, I have not. But Hyperdash is one of my favourite games on the Oculus Quest. I really do want to try it. It is sideloaded, but I haven't tried it yet. Lincoln, my guy. Me and Lincoln, amazing. We stumbled across each other one day, and I think it was in Echo or something. He's just absolute legend. Also has a channel as well. So, side questing is not jailbreaking, by the way. It's because the Oculus Quest is running on an Android operating system. You're able to put these APK files, these Android packages, onto the headset, and just enjoy them. It's not hacking. It's nothing dodgy. It's perfectly safe. So if you want to sideload content when you've got this, I definitely recommend it. There's tons of stuff available. Go nuts. So, 64 gig people that are using PC as well. Yes, 64 gigabyte is perfectly fine. If you're using PC, it's all going to be stored on the PC, so you don't have to worry about storage there. I haven't tried streaming with Shadow and Virtual Desktop because I've actually got a gaming rig, a PC gaming rig, so I haven't actually needed to do that, and I haven't tried that. But I have heard that Shadow were trying to think about creating an application that was kind of native to the Oculus Quest, so you could stream these PC VR games from the cloud using their services. Latency, I can imagine, is going to be absolutely awful, but it sounds like a great idea. So what is the range on the VR desktop wireless mode? So Green Monkey, that varies. If you're using 5 gigahertz, your range is going to be much, much less. If you're using the 2.4 gigahertz, you're going to have a bigger range. As for how big that range is, I honestly couldn't tell you. I haven't tried it. I have played 5 gigahertz in here and in the front room, which is what, I don't know, 10 feet away, 10, 15 feet away through a brick wall. And it still worked there as well. Version of Minecraft, I'm not sure it's going to be released. I hope it does. But nothing, no news on that as of yet. 65mm IPD works fine. Yes, Magma Creamy. That IPD is covered by the Oculus Quest 2. I believe it has a 58, a 63, and a 68 IPD range. So you're going to be perfectly fine with that. 55 IPD. I believe you're going to be fine as well, but you're on the lower end of that range. Because I'm 60. Which is a couple above the lower, and so if you're going the other way, you're still going to be fine. It's just not going to be perfect. Could £30 make lenses a little offset precise IPD range? There are companies that make prescription lenses, so I do believe this might be potentially possible to do that. But whether or not anyone does that, who knows? Wi-Fi 6, by the way, doesn't run at a higher frequency. It's so the latency is going to be the same, but you might get better quality, but the latency is still going to be affected. Wi-Fi 6E has the higher frequency, and that's the one we want, and I don't think the Quest 2 supports that. You want me to play Phasmophobia? It's a bit of a scary one, isn't it? Crazy game. Crazy. Virtual desktop, I believe Steam. That's my kind of experience. It's built with Steam in mind. Robo Recall on Quest 2. I haven't tried that one natively, my friend. No, I haven't actually, but I can try it. If you guys want to see inside the headset and see what's going on, it is set up. All I have to do is put the headset on and we can go have a look. No audio pick while recording in the headset. No, I want that as well. You can't pick up the microphone when you're talking. It's just the gameplay. Just the gameplay. Are the new controllers stronger or still breakable? Also Britain for life. So where's the other remote? I've got them both here. So they're thicker. They feel sturdier. They are much thicker. You got them here? Look at that. You can see the ring. The ring is much thicker. And it looks like now where the seam was, it's got another layer around it. The buttons are thicker as well. I'm kind of a fan of these remotes. My friend, you can't adjust the IPD incrementally. It's done in sections. There are 3 settings for the IPD, and that's all you can do, unfortunately. Just those 3 settings. So, PC specs recommended for the Quest 2. Well, the recommended specs in general, I think, for VR is a 1060 and like a Ryzen 5 or an i5, I believe. But I do recommend, this is going to progress. Virtual reality is going to go boom, especially now with the new GPUs around. So I recommend you might as well get a 3070, incredibly pretty cheap now. So yeah, I would go 3070 if you can get your hands on one, of course. And a Ryzen chip. I've found that the AMD chips, you get more bang for your buck. I don't believe they have as many threads, but they can reach higher clock speeds. The mic on the Quest 2 is actually not bad. I actually used the microphone on the Quest 2 if you want that answered properly, so you can hear for yourself in my Star Wars video. So if you wanted to check that out, you can hear the microphone that I'm using on the Oculus Quest 2. So does wireless work if I have a Wi-Fi 6 repeater to my LAN switch? The wireless probably will work, because I think the repeater's just going to act the same way as you connect into your router box. So I don't think you're going to have any problems there. 2060 Super is definitely good enough, my friend. Definitely. Oh, no. I think the Quest 2, if you're going to buy more touch controllers, they're around like £100, 120 quid, aren't they? Something like that. So an extra 180 quid, you can get those remotes and the new Quest 2. So I definitely, instead of getting remotes, definitely get the Quest 2. Yes, it's not exactly white. It's like an off-shade white, like an ivory white, a bit like eggshell. I always makes you laugh. It's like gloss paint, eggshell. It's a bit like an eggshell color. No, there's not really. Well, there is a noticeable delay if you're using the Link. If you're going absolutely crazy, just here kind of going nuts, you can kind of see it be a bit wavy. But normally when you're playing games, it's not really noticeable. Yes, yes, The Walking Dead takes up a ton of space. Can you get banned for playing DRM3 games on Link? Because I get my games from Humble Bundle. I've bought games from Humble Bundle. I've not had a problem before. I don't think that's an issue. I don't think you have to worry about that. Whoa. Oh, it's going crazy. Right, do a Walking Dead video. Nikiza, yes, I was actually holding off on the Walking Dead video. I am going to do one, because I spoke to the developers, me and the developers have been chatting, and we thought it might be a good idea. I'm going to do a video on how they actually got this game to run on the Oculus Quest. Instead of just doing a gameplay video, I wanted to do a video kind of informing you guys how this is done, how they get games on here. Because it's definitely an achievement, and I think it deserves a shout out. So I will be doing one, don't worry. How to convince someone VR isn't bad or good for you. I think the best way to convince people about VR being good or bad for you is don't convince them anything to do with video games. Look outside of virtual reality and what it's achieving, like in the medical field, how it's being used for collaboration at work, using it for media, events, Oculus venues. That's what you should really be doing. FTFE, hello FTFE, Future. One of my good friends. He also has a YouTube channel. Appreciate the support. Hello, my friend. Kalista, how does the Elite Strap work? I don't have the Elite Strap. I've got the Elite Strap on order, but unfortunately it doesn't turn up until the release day of the Quest. Oculus didn't want to send it to me early, unfortunately, so we have to wait. Overheat while charging and playing. Joseph, I don't think you're going to be able to charge and play, because the cable that you get with the Oculus Quest, you'll see it in the unboxing, is it's 2 foot. The wire is 2 foot. You're not going to be charging and playing. You're not going to be using it for Oculus Link, unfortunately. You're going to have to get another cable, so I haven't been able to try that out. If it's not supported by Oculus, I don't think you can play it on Oculus Quest because the button mappings are not going to be there. You might be able to play it on Virtual Desktop, because I believe Virtual Desktop actually gives you the option, or sometimes defaults to it being a Vive mapping when you join a game. But that's led me to run into some problems when I was playing The Walking Dead Onslaught, let's say. So when I was using Virtual Desktop, it didn't work. Because the button wasn't there. The button map wasn't correct. Thank you so much for liking the channel. Drink to that. I've been talking non-stop for so long that this is nearly gone and my throat is like... But the stream is definitely popping. Thank you so much, guys. Wow, thank you. So, how does the Quest 2 compare to the Quest 1 streaming? Yes, so the graphics, of course, are actually going to be the same when streaming to the headset. But because this headset has a high resolution, it looks cleaner. It looks fresher. It looks much more immersive than the Quest 1 because of that. BMBF, I do not know if that's going to still work. I didn't even know if that was still around, actually. I thought that kind of got taken down at some point, and I didn't know if it was back, so I haven't tried that myself. I do apologise. So the Elite Strap is $50. I think it would be worth it. This strap kind of pulls your ears down, scratches the top of your ears, squeezes your head, and it drives me nuts. I'm not a fan of it. VR chat isn't something I've actually tried myself, but we can try it out. We can definitely try it out, or just DM me on the Discord, and then I can try it out, and I'll let you know if that's something you wanted to know. Headphone recommendation. Well, it's obviously, I think, the ones that have been made specifically for the Quest and have been VR certified by Logitech. So the G333 Pro, I believe they're called, because I think that was the crazy name that they chose. The G333 Pro is the one to go for. How is the immersion? Is it good? Thank you, Corbin Snowball. Thank you. Yes, dude, the immersion is so much better. As soon as I dove into Star Wars, using this Quest 2, that higher resolution, that higher refresh rate, it was night and day. The experience, it was so good. I loved it. It was like I was wearing my Vive Cosmos Elite again, and I was playing virtual reality, but it was lighter, it was wireless, It was a really, really great immersive experience, my friend. So I do have my review on this coming out very shortly. I did film today, so I'm going to have to do some crazy editing, get the B-roll and stuff. But a lot of these questions you're all referring to will be answered in that video, which is actually making me quite happy that I have thought about what it is that you guys wanted to know. No, there is not a higher FOV Phantom. Unfortunately, it's not. It's either the same or it may seem slightly smaller for you. But it could just be me. I don't get motion sickness anymore. Kind of past that. But with low refresh rate, of course you do. You don't, because it doesn't seem like you've got that you've got that motion. It seems like you're jumping. So yeah. Andrew Leopard, 55mm IPD. I think you're going to be fine. You're definitely on the low end. Definitely on the low end. So I do recommend perhaps trying it out if you can beforehand. But I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be just on the cusp of it being okay. How is the Quest 2 compared to the Oculus Quest 2? I think they're very similar. It's crazy, funnily enough. It's crazy. Oh, Nikiza, it's running games so smoothly. So Echo VR was the one I really noticed this on. Echo Virtual Reality, I was kind of on the Oculus Quest 1. It was jumpy. You see people around in the map kind of jumping along, spazzing out. But with the Quest 2, the higher resolution, the less 4V-ated rendering, it was so smooth. It was fantastic. Builders, I have not tried mixed reality capture on the Quest 2, but that is a great idea. I have tried it on the Oculus Quest 1. I have not tried it on the Quest 2. Perhaps it might have some improvements. That's a pretty good idea. But I do believe it all runs on the computer, so I don't see it actually having any effect because it's not really running on this hardware. Oh, I'll send you a Quest 2. Facebook Horizon release date, I do not know. It's probably going to be in beta for probably till the end of this year. Does the IPD set make a difference with one eye shut? Well, are you really blind in one eye, my friend? No way. You're into VR. Fucking, I'll drink to you. I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to bloody find out for you right now. Let's find out. That's a... Nope, put it on the biggest. So, okay, well, I can answer that question for you now. So the IPD, if you're just looking through one eye, isn't really going to be a problem because you can adjust. So I would recommend putting the IPD to the very, very, very lowest one, and you can just slightly adjust the headset until it's lined up for you. So you're probably going to be in... you're going to be lined up much better than if you were having to use both and then you had like an IPD that was 55 or 60. So I think you're going to be okay, my friend, on that one. It seems pretty fine. So your VR with Squadrons, it can be done with the use of sim tools. Kaz and Cherry did it. Kaz and Cherry did it. With sim tools, so you can check out one of their videos. Yes, Red Matter has been patched for the Oculus Quest 2. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Yes, Red Matter has been upgraded. But it looks great anyway. But the new update, it's not like, wow, it's completely changed. What is this? You know, but there's just small improvements. I did a comparison video. You should better check that out as well. So you're asking about the straps, my friend. I haven't forgotten about it. Don't worry. So I'm just getting them up just to show you that no. The answer is no. Those knuckle straps aren't going to work because this is the new input for those remotes. It's no longer that tiny little thing. It's quite a thick little plug that now goes into the remote. So it's not going to work anymore. You'd have to get some new straps. Yes, you can. Yes. You're not going to lose your library by upgrading. You're not. It's the same ecosystem. You're not going to lose your library when you're upgrading from this console to a new console. Do not worry. Are games bigger on the Quest 2? Well, currently the Quest 2 is not even out yet, so games are not currently bigger for the system, but they will be. I assume they will be at some point, but it's not going to be any different from the Quest 1 to the Quest 2. I don't think you're worrying about size. But although The Walking Dead being 12GB, that's like a blue moon, that one there. It doesn't always happen. Yes, I am still using the batteries that came with it. This is something that I've actually kind of noticed, and I've seen a couple of people mention it, actually. The battery life on these remotes seems to be so much better. So obviously I've had this for a week now. I think I've still got like over half the battery life, and I've played so much. Yeah, it's crazy. So the battery life on these things is so much better now. Oh, well, The Demon Clown, The Walking Dead, I would recommend it anyway. It's actually a very, very good game. But you should get things like, if you haven't got virtual reality before and you're diving into this, you should definitely get things for like Super Hot, Beat Saber, you know, the classics, the tried and tested games. You will not get banned from using SideQuest. Don't worry, SideQuest is allowed. You don't have to worry there. You may get banned if you're doing things like modding games. If you mod third-party games, you could get banned for that, because it's a form of copyright infringement. Oh, it feels good. This got a new foam. It's got a new foam insert. It's really quite nice. It's like I'm rubbing it now. It's like a squeaky sponge. It's like a squeaky sponge. But I definitely prefer this one. But comparing it to my old headset, I don't know, because the old headset, I've been using it now for 18 months, so it's not going to be as soft and as nice as it once was. But the foam definitely seems much, much better. The Quest 1 strap does not work with the Quest 2. Look, so the Quest 1 straps actually this like a clip-on. I just pull that off. That's it. There we go. Look at CKGB. Perfect timing. Thank you so much for that. So look, I've just taken the speaker off. This is the where the speaker is. It's there, and this is the kind of the support. The strap is literally just this clip-on. That is it. Much, much easier, he says, to replace this thing now. Wow, thank you so much, John. Yeah, The Walking Dead is good. The Walking Dead is really, really, really good. The DAS mod will not work, no. But the DAS mod, it's slightly off. I went to slide them on with the head strap on, and it's slightly too big. I took them off, and now it's slightly too small. So if someone can just get it just right, you can. I'm pretty confident you can use the dual audio strap on this Quest 2 device, and I would love to do that. Jungle MU. The screen door effect is so minimal now. The resolution update on this thing is something that makes me just want to bloody scream. It's so good. The visual effects are so much better. The visual effects? The resolution. The resolution is so much better. It's really, 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 really good. Yes, Mike, games, time-lapse tutorials, I recommend the Oculus Quest. At the end of my video, I recommended the Oculus Quest as well. And I'm going to say something now that a lot of people ask is, should I upgrade the Oculus Quest? Should I sell my Oculus Quest 1 and get an Oculus Quest 2? And I was comparing that question, and that question is like, if you've got a Rift S, you're asking, should I upgrade to the Valve Index? Should I upgrade to the HP Reverb G2? Yes, if you want that better experience, go ahead and do it. But if you don't, you're not going to miss out. It's going to be perfectly fine what you're on. And you can upgrade as and when, you know, you feel like it or are more comfortable. But it is very, very good. And at that price, I recommend it. John, thank you so much. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm really enjoying this, by the way. This is so good. The Elite Strap does not come with a built-in speaker. So the Elite Strap, what it does is this clips off. boop, like that. And the Elite strap has one of these ends on it. And then that just kind of clips on to the headset. That's it. So it doesn't have an audio update. It does not have one. Okay, Colin, thank you so much for that, by the way. So the two questions were nope, it doesn't pop off. Haven't got to worry. It's pretty secure. It doesn't just go boop. I've not had any problems. I've had some head banging, and it's been perfectly fine. And the other question, yes, and because of the higher resolution, the pass-through camera is actually better. It is definitely better. Something interesting. Look at the cameras on this thing. They're tiny compared to the Quest 1. They've got really, really small eyes. Really small cameras. Oh, fantastic. SideQuest will not be an app on Quest 2. But Oculus are going to create a release channel a bit like SideQuest, but in combination with SideQuest, really. So they're going to be taking all of the content that's kind of on SideQuest and where SideQuest is going to host it, but they're going to be links available via the Oculus platform to go and install those games. So eventually there will be that release channel where you can install without having to sideload from the computer, but not yet. But there will be. That will be. Could you do homework on it with the monitor screen? Yes, you could do homework on this, of course. I don't know if you would want to do homework on it though, because typing would be such a pain. But there is the keyboard pass-through coming, isn't it? So that would. This headset as a first headset, yes, Auron, I said this in my review today that's coming out very shortly. I recommend this headset. There hasn't been a time, but you can get a headset with this resolution, the field of view, the refresh rate that's soon to be coming, for the price that you get, one that you can take anywhere and is so widely adopted, such a great price. I definitely I recommend this. Sorry, someone, the Quest 2 compared to the Go just cracked me up. I can't even entertain that question, can I? Come on, it's hilarious. Guys, if you're new here, by the way, and you'll come in, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. There's tons of content always coming, and I've also got a giveaway down below if you want to win an Oculus Quest as well. So the Bluetooth, can you use Bluetooth headphones? Raymond Martinez, no, you cannot. It's something I've wanted. I want to connect the AirPods to them, but no. Bluetooth headphones is not a thing, and I'm hopefully one day it will be. I've heard different views. What do you think I should buy? A VR cover to go along with it? Personally, I don't think you need a VR cover, but I recommend a VR cover, because the VR, this is foam. The one that comes with the headset is foam. The one that you get in VR cover, it's like a fake leather. So if you're getting sweaty on it, play for extended periods of time, perhaps you share the headset, and then you can just swap out the insert that way if you've got VR cover. But otherwise, it's actually more comfortable than the original. Thank you so much, by the way, Valentin Stefan. You discovered virtual reality because of me. Really? Really? Dude, that warms my heart. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you so much. I would recommend the Elite strap. I can't stand the headset. I mean, I can't stand the strap on this headset. I recommend it. I 100,000,000% recommend it. There you go. I can extend the chat if I do that. Let's do that. Yeah. I recommend the strap, because this thing, it cuts your ears, it like covers, like, if I put it on, you'll see, it drives me nuts. Look, so my ears are now getting pushed down because of the strap, and if, you know, that slight movement after a long period of time, that's going to rub on my ears and leave me uncomfortable. So I actually always have to tuck my ears under the strap. And then if I want to tighten it, it's got this like seatbelt bloody mechanic on it, and I really don't like the strap. So the FOV is supposed to be 100 degrees, but to me it's a bit like there's blinkers on it. My eyes are being covered. I kind of prefer the FOV of the Quest, but I've been told that it's because my IPD may not be exact. Oh, Welsh, thank you so much. Thanks for subbing, my friend. But other people have said the other way, and I think it's because my IPD isn't exactly lined up. To me, it's like there's slight blinkers, but when you're playing a game, you don't notice that stuff at all. Not at all. Oh, the mic, Took. If you want to, the mic is actually pretty good. It's not that robotic. If you wanted to check it out, I do have my Star Wars video, I used the microphone from the Oculus Quest 2, so you can hear for yourself what it sounds like. What does bloody mean? It's kind of like a bloody kind of just means like it's like a British damn. Oh well, Thrillseeker may have said it's fine, but as I just showed you there, for me, the strap is on my ears and it's scratching the top of my ears, and I have to tuck my ears underneath the strap. You can see it. I'll show you. And this is something that's going to differ from people. Look at that. You see it? It's rubbing my ears here. The strap is rubbing my ears and I have to tuck them under. You see that? Now my ear's actually under the strap. So I don't recommend this. I don't recommend it. Ooh. But the mic. And the way you have to tighten it as well, it's like a seatbelt. A seatbelt strap. So I really am not a fan. Personally, I'm not a fan. Is it enough for me to go spend £50 to upgrade the strap? Perhaps, but if I'm not someone who has a ton of money, then it's good enough. It's still comfortable. Diamond Ranger, how is VR chat? That's been a common question today, and it's not something I've actually tried. I don't dive into VR chat that often, so that is something that if that's something you want a follow-up answer to, actually, all of you actually, if that's something you want a follow-up answer to, I will. I'm actually going to try it. I'll post a tweet out or something on YouTube, or you can DM me on Discord, and I'll answer that for you, because it's obviously going to take a little bit to boot up and find out. Jungle, you can tell the visual difference between 72 and 90 Hertz. There's a 25% improvement in the amount of frames that you're getting. That's quite big. It's very, very noticeable. It's more noticeable when you're going from like lower frames. As you get higher, like the 90 to 120, less noticeable. But as you get smaller, no. Am I rich? I've come from a a pretty rough background, but I worked really hard for where I am. I'm now a developer, and of course I'm not terrible, but I worked for it. It wasn't handed. The God Rays in Q2, they're still there. They are still there. You can't get them out. They're still there, and I think perhaps they may be a bit more prominent in the new Quest. Personally, I think they are. I think they're more prominent in the new Quest. How much brighter is the screen? Well, the screen, I haven't really. That's something I've not really noticed much difference on. Thank you, by the way, Jungle, for liking this. Yeah, I haven't really noticed much. Oh, my mods are here. Thanks for turning up, guys. Yeah, I haven't really noticed the brightness being much different, but there's definitely a color difference. Like the black's on as black. The blue was much brighter on the OLED screen. When I was playing Beat Saber. So there is a difference in color. But brightness, not much. Future, let's see. Thank you, FTFE, for confirming me there, saying that I am about the God Rays. And that I wasn't just completely chatting. There is a reason, and for my suspicions. No, I'm not a game developer. I'm just I'm a normal developer. Or what? A normal developer? What's a normal developer? I'm a programmer, but I don't develop games. I develop business applications. My PC is an RTX 2080 and a Ryzen 7 3700X with 16 gigs of RAM. Thank you so much for enjoying the channel, by the way. I really appreciate this, guys. As I said, please subscribe to the channel, and there is a giveaway down below as well. So, is it worth upgrading if you have a Quest 1? This is a common question, and I am answering it in my review video, but I'll repeat what I've said. I see the upgrade of Quest 1, see it as like a comparative question. You have a Rift S. Do you think I should upgrade to a Valve Index or the HB Reverb 2? Well, the answer is like yes. If you want a better virtual reality experience, if you want the higher refresh rate, if you want the higher resolution, then of course yes. But you're still going to have a great virtual reality experience when you're sticking with it. But with this being at such a low cost, if you can afford it, I recommend it. But I'm not going to go bananas and tell you, yeah, you must buy the Quest. So Doster, something I've noticed is currently, I am still able to disassociate Facebook accounts from my Oculus account and assign a new one. Although you have to have one associated, you can currently change them. The battery life on 90 hertz, yes. Well, I can't tell if it was just the Quest dying on me, but I got quite lost. But of course, 90 hertz is going to use more power, more draws. It's definitely going to use more power. So, thank you so much, Raymond. So yes, there is going to be... No, what am I saying? I don't know if there's going to be. I don't know if there's going to be Minecraft and Quest 2. But I did ask Mojang today, because they had this kind of thing going on where it was like, ask Mojang. And one of the things I asked them was that. It was that. When's Minecraft coming to Quest 2? Yeah, there are some restrictions depending on what country you're in, such as if you're in Germany, you're affected. I believe in Ireland you might be affected as well. Multiplayer games. Multiplayer games, depends which ones you want. Multiplayer games seem to be a bit more stable. They've been a bit more prone to... Marcus Aurelius about squadrons. I've got a video. I did do it. You can go check that out if you want. So multiplayer games tend to be more prone on the Quest 1 to being a bit glitchy, a bit touch and go. And my experience with the Quest 2 so far is they seem to be a bit more stable. They seem to be handling it much, much better. When you beat Red Matter, smart dude. Oh, golly, you guys are jokes. So, if you change Facebook accounts, you do not lose your games because your account is actually associated to your Oculus account at this point. So your library is not lost. No. Actually, I do. Yeah, I don't believe it's lost. I don't remember it being that. I don't remember that being the case. I don't want to like set that in stone. I don't remember that being the case. I think it's perfectly fine, but I'm not 100% now looking back on it. But I'm pretty sure it's not. The tracking, Doug Burns, is better. I heard through the grapevine that Facebook actually did do some adjustments to the algorithm. So the algorithm had some updates. I'm not sure if this is an algorithm update to do with version 21 because the Oculus Quest 2 comes with version 21 on it. So I don't know if those improvements are going to come to the Oculus Quest as well, but it seems the tracking is a lot more stable. It seems like there is. What's some of those adult VR games? If you have a tape measure and a mirror or someone to measure for you, go mirror. Oh, right. So what's next? If the Oculus Quest 2 RGB stand, can you get a link for that if we need it? Okay, this Oculus Quest 2 stand is, it's Aurora. So, let me get it up. Outcast. So the virtual link is going to be 90 hertz at some point as well. It is going to be 90 hertz as well. So if you want the 90 hertz and you want better latency performance, if that's something you want, and I don't know. I'm a big fan of virtual desktop. I always use virtual desktop. For me, that's what you should be doing. Best VR on the market, best resolution. VR fitness, of course it's going to be the Oculus Quest. Of course it's going to be the Oculus Quest. You have the wireless freedom, spin around, go nuts, get sweaty, just take the headset off. It's really convenient just to put it on, get on, and go. Definitely. I recommend the Quest for that. And for the price. And if you're using it for fitness, you don't want to go completely nuts, do you? So let's get that stand up. So let me get that stand for you. So it's called an LED. There it is. So it's the Asterion. There you go. If I put that on the screen, you guys can kind of see it in the video. Asterion. And I'll post that link in the chat. So, the Yeetus boy, the screen door visible? No, I would say no. Well, it's obviously visible if you're staring for it, but it's so minimal now that it's so much more immersive when you dive in. It's so much more immersive. The hand tracking being better, I've not really seen a change in that. It's still very touchy because of the limitations are to do with the camera, not so much the actual implementation or the tech inside the headset, just the kind of the cameras. So the hand tracking hasn't really been much difference in that space. I don't recommend a PC for the Quest 2 because you're probably getting the Quest 2 because you don't have a PC. It's one of those things where if you want to, you know, take VR to the next level, then perhaps start thinking about getting a PC. But get a Quest 2 first, see how you feel about the experiences, see if you're craving more, and see how much more immersed you get with better visuals, and then perhaps, you know, get a gaming PC. Because with the Quest, you can easily take it around a friend's house and put it in your bag and try out some PC gaming there, can't you? So if you're new to VR, Gadio, are super hot, of course. Beat Saber, of course. Get Hyperdash if you can side load that. I'm a really big fan of single player campaigns, and I love Lies Beneath. I'm a big Resident Evil fan, so I definitely recommend that as well. The stream is over. Is it? Jay, how come? Yes, some of the games are good. Some of the games are kind of like filler, but some games are amazing. The Walking Dead that's coming soon, absolutely fantastic title. Like a recommended game across virtual reality as a whole. So that's a big one. No, with the controller, Zergy, the tracking of the controller seems to be pretty spot on. It's fantastic. So how far are we from full body tracking from Quest? So Quest, if you know the actual like add-ons and some additional kind of the additional tech, there is a company that is working on this body tracking for the Oculus Quest. I can't remember what they're called, but you have these little sensors. They're about like a button that you put on, but I think it has to run through a computer in order to get the full body tracking. Infinite Office, I haven't tried it, so I can't say if I recommend that virtual desktop or not. Virtual desktop, you've got the added benefit of being able to play PC games on it. Immersed is a collaborative tool that I'm pretty interested in. Immersed looks good for me, especially when I like collaborating and sharing my screen with someone. Because the line I'm working in as a developer, prepared programming is a very common thing. So being able to collaborate in the same space and share screens is brilliant. Guys, I've been talking again for absolutely ages, so I'm going to get another drink, come back, do another like 10 minutes, and then I've got to go. I've not eaten. I've finished work. I've not eaten dinner. I've come straight here, and I've been rambling on for an hour. So I'm going to get another drink. We'll do another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to have to go, even though this stream's popping. It's epic. Thank you so much, guys, by the way. Appreciate all the donations. You've been amazing. And the questions have been pretty good as well. So don't forget to subscribe, because I do have my review coming up very shortly. And a lot of the questions that you guys are answering are answered in there. Ian Campbell, thank you so much, my friend. So give me 2 secs, guys. I'm going to get a drink. Ship it to go. Hang on, my friend. This PC screen is a Samsung. This is a Samsung ultra wide. I can see the edge of the display on the third setting of the IPD, but apparently that's because my eyes aren't actually lined up with the lenses, so it's actually warping what I see. So, if you've got a bigger IPD, that shouldn't really probably be an issue. Do you guys want to see the inside of the headset? I can put it on and show you guys what's actually going on the inside. The integrated speakers seem roughly the same, if I'm honest. I said in my review they're roughly the, yeah. It's this is my pink liquid. It's pink. It's my pink grapefruit juice. I'm a big fan. So the speakers, I feel like there's more low end, but really I don't really hear much different in the speakers personally. From me, I don't hear much difference from my opinion. But there seems like there's some more low end on it. Yes, the haptics vest is natively supported on a few games. Yes. Savio Ghost, you're a rapper. You should see I've got an Oculus Quest rap, if you wanted to check that out. Hey, hello Harris. Hello my friend. Right, let's put the headset on. I'll show you guys. Look. So if I do this, yep, there you go. You can. Oh golly, I got the high IPD on. Hold on. There we go. Right, so I can't see the chat now, guys, just so you're aware. This is the one of the home environments. And it comes default with the with this kind of home screen. The updated UI, because on my Oculus Quest 1, I've been using the old one. I'm so used to it, but this one comes with this. So if we go to, where are you? About, you can see we're on version 21 here. And I don't believe that's out currently for the Oculus Quest. USB connections via confirmed dialogue. Experimental features, I don't have any except from the pass-through. If you want to check the pass-through out, let me just double tap. You can see what's going on in my room. The pass-through is much clearer. It looks like water now, kind of. So that's the pass-through. Tap, tap, tap. Some more virtual environments as well that you guys are going to get. So there's bubbles, the pass-through environment. There's also this one, the Ryokan Retreat, which is this kind of like Asian setting with the koi pond. Very nice. IPD is 69, Superman. You'll be fine because the IPD actually goes to 68. And I haven't tried Infinite Office. Is Infinite Office is it available? I didn't even know if it was. So. No. Res Infinite. Oh, you didn't see that. Released in 7 days. Res Infinite, by the way. Out in a week. Yeah, thanks, Boggit. Yeah, it's really hard to answer all the questions. Of course, there's so many people in the chat, but I've answered quite a few. And a lot of the questions that have been asked I do actually answer in my review, which is coming soon. So please subscribe to the channel. And if I've missed any questions out, then you're going to be able to... I'll show you in the video that's coming very soon. The FOV is not bigger on Quest 1, Andrew. It is supposedly to be exactly the same. There is not a brightness slider, my friend. The black smear is it's not very black. Black smear, is that where you have the bleed? Because I don't really notice that. But there isn't a brightness. It's just, I don't think there's a brightness. Let's confirm. Might as well have a look. Oh really? I didn't know that. I know that it flashes. I didn't know that it removes some LEDs. To save battery, but the battery definitely lasts much longer. So I'm going to settings. Let's see if we can if there's a brightness. There's no brightness, but there is a night display. Yeah. So yeah, no adjustments there. The pass through at Minimil is fantastic. If you go back about a minute, you'll see I actually put the pass through up on the screen. So I'm actually going to write some of these questions down. The screen door effect is not visible. It looks fantastic in the Quest. It looks really good. The screen door effect is fantastic. As in like minimal. Air receiver. Okay, I'll have to check that one out, my friend. Let me make note of that. I'm just using the Scrippy from SideQuest. The jump from 72 to 90 Hz is very noticeable, my friend. Very noticeable, Ralph. WB, the battery lasts between 2 hours if you're playing games, 3 hours if you're watching media. Of course, perhaps a little bit less if you're using 90 Hz virtual desktop to game, because it needs a little more oomph. Ah, you have to sideload to get the brightness. Okay. Yeetus boy, I know who you are. Don't you worry, my friend. I know who you are. So with the Link plugged in, that's going to vary. It's going to depend what cable you have. Oh, the CV1, my friend. I don't actually own that headset, so I can't compare. All I can tell you is that the resolution on this thing is very high. The screen door effect is very minimal. The tracking is very good. It's got 100 degrees FOV and will soon to have 90 Hz. But thank you so much for that, by the way. Guys, I'm going to have to start wrapping this up. A lot of the questions that you guys are asking have already been answered. So if you perhaps kind of go back to the beginning and kind of scan through, all of your questions will be answered. Your questions will also be answered in my review. A lot of the questions you've been asked are in my review, which is coming out very shortly. So please subscribe to the channel. Join the Oculus Quest giveaway down below. Happy gaming. Good day. I have to end it like that. I really am sorry that I have to stop asking all of these questions. We could be here all night, but they are answered if you go back and wait for my review. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate this. I've had a blast, but I've not eaten a single thing since this morning.